A warm welcome to all the viewers for the course Advanced Manufacturing Technology, AME 702, and myself Thiyapal, Assistant Professor of Department of Mechanical Engineering, JIS College of Engineering, is going to give a brief lecture on flexible manufacturing system. Well, flexible manufacturing system is also one of the advanced technology that has been implemented in our manufacturing or production industry. And basically the most important thing is that it is included, or they are basically using the concept of cellular manufacturing also. In fact, they are implementing the advanced technology of group technology while producing the production. So before we go with the lecture of flexible manufacturing system elaborately, let's have a look at the content. So initially we will be starting with what is flexible manufacturing system. Next we will be discussing why flexible manufacturing system, why not any other system we are preferring for producing the product. What made it flexible? As the names itself suggests that flexibility is there. So what it makes its flexibility, that we are going to discuss in today's lecture. And then we are going to discuss about the basic component of flexible manufacturing. It will be followed by some advantages, disadvantages, and finally we will be discussing something at the conclusion. So now let's proceed to the next slide, that is what is flexible manufacturing system. Well, one more interesting thing is that the flexible manufacturing system was first of all identified as one of the machine cell type which is used to implement cellular manufacturing. In fact, it is the most automated and technologically sophisticated of the group technology cell. And flexible manufacturing system is typically possesses multiple automated station, and it is also capable of variable routine among station also. Now its flexibility allow it to operate as a mixed model system. So I can say that flexible manufacturing system integrates into one highly automated manufacturing system. Many of the concept and technology will be discussed in this particular lecture. But before we start with the flexible manufacturing system, at least we should have a glance of history of flexible manufacturing system. So the flexible manufacturing system was first conceptualized for machining, and it required the prior development of numerical control. And the concept is credited to David Wilson, a British engineer employed by Moulins during the mid of 1960s. Now Moulins applied for a patent for the invention, and that was granted in the year 1965. And the concept was called System 24 because it was believed that the group of machine tool comprising the system could operate 24 hours a day, 16 hours of which would be unattended by human work. And the original concept included computer control of the NC machine, production of variety of parts, and uses of the tool magazine that could hold various tools for different machining operations also. So as we are talking about the flexible manufacturing system technology, it can be applied in production situations similar to those identified for cellular manufacturing. First of all, the plant either produce part in batch or used managed group technology cell, and management wants to automate it. Secondly, it is possible to group a portion of the part that has been made in the plant into part families whose similarities permit them to be proceed on the machine in the flexible manufacturing system. So part similarities can be interpreted to mean that the part belongs to common product, or you can say that the part possess similar geometries also. So what it has been told that what is flexible manufacturing system? You can see a flexible manufacturing system is an automated machine cell consisting of a group of processing workstation interconnected with automated material handling and storage system. And basically the flexible manufacturing system is more suited for the mid-variety, mid-volume production range. So you have to remember that it is suited for mid-variety and mid-volume production system. Now just have a look at this particular figure. So you can see this is a raw material storage. This is automated guided vehicle 1 and this is automated guided vehicle 2. So first of all you can see CNC 1 machine is there, CNC 2 machine is there, CNC 3 machine is there. There are 3 different tools are associated with this machine. So what it is happening? A raw material, it is proceeding, it is getting in CNC 1 and it is coming out after completing the task. The automated guided vehicles is moving it, again passing it to in, again passing it out. Again it is getting here with the help of automated guided vehicle, it is getting in, it is getting out. And there is a temporary storage also, and all this thing is basically computer controlled. So now the product is passing in this particular chain, and there is an automated guided vehicles which is carrying the product, and here loading and unloading station is there. So what happened after completion of the job? Unloading is occurring. Again raw material storage roller conveyor is there. Again the product it has been achieved and it is passed through this particular section. So in this way the total operation is occurring. So if I tell a flexible manufacturing system is basically a highly automated group technology machine consisting of a group of processing workstation interconnected by an automated material handling and storage system, and basically it is controlled by a distributed computer system. Now the reason is that the flexible manufacturing system is called flexible because it is capable of processing a variety of different part styles stimulating at the workstation and mix a part style and quantities of production, and that can be adjusted in response to changing demand pattern also. Now the initial flexible manufacturing system are sometimes used to denote the term flexibly machining system, and the machining process is presently the largest application area of flexible manufacturing technology. And a flexible manufacturing system relies on the principle of group technology, and no manufacturing system can be completely flexible. There are limits to the range of parts or products that can be made in FMS. So accordingly flexible manufacturing is designed to produce a part or a product with a defined range of style, size and processes. So in other words, I can say that flexible manufacturing system is capable of producing a single part family or a limited range of part families. Okay, so now let's move to the next slide. Why FMS? Why you are preferring FMS? Because external changes such as changes in product design and product system, it can be done very commonly in this system. Next is optimizing the manufacturing cycling time, because automatically the product is transferred from one tool to another, another tool to another, then it is traveling and then it is passed through the loading and unloading section where the product is totally completed, their unloading is occurring. So basically your manufacturing cycling time is getting reduced. So you can see how flexibly you are performing the production. So when there is flexibility, obviously there is a optimizing the manufacturing cycle time also. Next is It reduces the production cost, because whenever you are reducing the manufacturing cycling time, it is automatically reducing the production cost also. And finally, overcoming the internal changes like breakdown, etc. So if there are any changes is occurring also, it is able to overcome it because special arrangement has been made there. So you can see why we are preferring flexible manufacturing system, because external changes such as changes in product design and product system can be easily made, as well as optimizing the manufacturing cycle time also. It also reduces the production cost also, and finally it overcomes the internal changes like breakdown also. Now we are talking about what makes it flexible. Basically, three capabilities that a manufacturing system must possess to be flexible. First of all, the ability to identify and distinguish among different parts style proceed by the system. Second of all, quick changeover of operating instruction. Yes, if you want to change the operating instruction, you can change easily because you are having with you the CNC control. So you can make a changes in the program with your desired output will be getting changed. And finally, this is quick changeover of physical setup. So you can see there are three capabilities that manufacturing must be possessed to generate flexible. First of all, the ability to identify and distinguish among different part style proceed by the system. Second is quick changeover of operation instruction. And thirdly, we are talking about quick changeover of physical setup also. Now, if I discuss about the flexibility, then I must say that flexibility is basically an attribute that applies to both manual and automated system. In manual, the human worker are often the enabler of the system flexibility. Now, if I talk about the machinery, then I can say that to develop the concept of flexibility in an automated manufacturing system, basically we consider a machine cell, which consisting of two machine tools that are loaded and unloaded by an industrial robot for a part production, perhaps in the same arrangement. Now the cell operator unattended for extended period of time, and periodically a worker must unload and completed the part from the carousel and replace them with new work part. So if I discuss about by and definition, this is basically an automated manufacturing cell, but is it flexible manufacturing cell? One might argue and say yes. Obviously it is flexible because the cell consists of CNC machine tool, and all of you know that CNC machines are flexible because they can be programmed to machine different parts configuration. However, if the cell only operate in a batch mode, in which the same part style is produced by both machine, or both the cell can operate in batch mode, in which the same part style is produced by both the machine in lot of several hundred units, and then this does not qualify as flexible manufacturing. Now we are having the conclusion from this slide that what makes it flexible. So you can say that this particular system can identify and distinguish among the different part or style that has been produced by the system. Next, quick changeover of operation instruction is also occurring. Again, quick changeover of physical setup is also achieved. So these are the three reasons. These three are the proper reason that makes the FMS as a flexible one. Now we are going to discuss test of flexibility. What are the various tests that basically you are performing to obtain the flexibility? So to qualify as being flexible, a manufacturing system should satisfy several criteria. The following are 4 reasonable tests of flexibility in an automated manufacturing system. First of all, we are talking about part variety test. So can the system process different part style in a non-batch mode? So you have to check it with the help of part variety test. Next, we will be going for scheduling change test. Now, can the system readily accept the changes in production schedule, that is change in part, mix or production quantities? So you have to be very sure about this particular portion. That means schedule change test has to be there. Next is error recovery test. Can the system recover gracefully from equipment malfunctions and breakdown so that production is not completely distributed? You have to check it by error recovery test also. And finally, we are talking about new part test. So in new part test, can a new part design be introduced into the existing product mixed with relative ease? So you have to see that whether it is able to justify all these particular 4 things. If it is, then you can say that it is much more flexible. So flexibility is checked by this 4 mode. Now if the answer to all this question is yes, for a given manufacturing system, then 100% I can say that the system will be considered as flexible. In fact, introducing a new part design is not a consideration in some flexible manufacturing system, and such design are produced a part family whose members are also known in advance. So what we are going to conclude from this particular portion, that is the new part to be completed or produced within the part family intended for the flexible manufacturing system. The tooling used by CNC machine as well as the end effector of the robot are suited to produce the new part design. Now let's move to the next slide. Now we are discussing about basic component of flexible manufacturing system. So if I talk about the basic thing, the first thing is rise of workstation. Second is automated material handling and storage system, and finally computer control system. So if I talk about the workstation, then I must say that the processing or assembly equipment used in flexible manufacturing system basically depends on the type of work accomplished by the system. And in a system designed for machining operations, the principal types of processing station are CNC machine tool. However, the flexible manufacturing system concept is applicable to various other processes also, like loading or unloading station, machining station, other processing station, assembly. So these are all lying in the workstation, and also you can say the other stations and equipments where you are putting the raw product, these are also included in workstation. So if I talk about the load and unload section, then I must say that the load and unload station is basically the physical interface between the flexible manufacturing system and rest of the factory. So it is where raw work part enters the system and finished parts exit the system. So loading and unloading can be accomplished either manually or by automated handling system. Now machine station. The most common application of flexible manufacturing system are machining operation. The workstation used in this system are therefore predominantly CNC machine tool, and most common is the CNC machine centers also. In a particular the horizontal machining center also. And if I talk about the other processing station, then I must say that the flexible manufacturing system concept has been applied to other processing operation in addition to machining also. On such application is sheet metal fabrication, okay, and the processing workstation consists of press working operation such as punching, shearing and certain bending and forming processes also. Next, under workstation there is also another station, that is the assembly. So some flexible manufacturing system are designed to perform assembly operation also. So flexible automated assembly system are gradually replacing the manual labor in the assembly of production which are basically made in batch production. So other station and equipment, basically inspection can be incorporated into flexible manufacturing system either by including an inspection operation at a processing working station or by including a station specifically designed for inspection. Next we will be discussing about automated material handling and storage system. So if I talk that what is the requirement of material handling and storage system, basically this is the second major component of flexible manufacturing system, and its material handling and storage system is very essential because now I am going to discuss why it is required. First of all, it allows random independent movement of the work parts between your station. Second of all, it enables handling of variety of work part configuration. Okay. Thirdly, it provides temporary storage also. Fourthly, it provides convenient access for loading and unloading parts also. And finally, it creates compatibility with computer control also. Now we are discussing the last point, that is the computer control system. Why computer control system is required? Well, the FMS include a distributed computer system because it is interfaced to the workstation, material handling system and other hardware components. Now why we are going with the FMS with a computer control system? Basically to control the workstation. Okay, because in fully automated flexible manufacturing system, the individual processing or assembly station is generally operated under some form of computer control also. Secondly, we are talking about the distribution of control instruction to workstation. So for that also you need a computer control system. Thirdly, you need to control the production system. So for that also you need a computer control system for making flexible manufacturing system a flexible one. And finally, to control the traffic control. Now traffic control is accomplished by actuating the switch at branches and merging the points, stopping parts at machine tool transfer location and moving pallet into load and unload section. So all these things are under the computer control system. Now you need to have a shuttle control also. For that you need a computer control system. Again you need to monitoring the workpiece also. You need to have a look over the tool control also. And finally what you need is to check out the tool life monitoring also. You have to check the performance of monitoring and reporting also. And finally you have to do the diagnostic. That is the function that is available to a greater or lesser degree on many manufacturing systems just to indicate the probable source of the problem when manufacturing occurs. So if you have so many functions, then you need a computer to control the entire system. So this is the workstation. What is the substation? Loading and unloading station, machining station, other processing station, assembly station and other stations and equipment. I have already explained you the entire function previously. Next, material handling section. Under material handling section or system, what you are having, the substation, that is independent movement of the work parts between the stations, handling variety of parts and temporary storage is there, and of course the convenient for loading and unloading of work parts is also associated. So just have a look at the material handling system that has been implemented in various industry. Just see how the machines are thus going. This is the track over which the machine is flowing. It is just loading and unloading the material after completion of the job, or before the operation start, they are loading the raw material. So everything it has been done automatically. So next we have told about the computer control system. I have told why we are using it. So you see, this is the host of the computer. It is basically controlling your machine station 2. It is controlling your machine station 1. There is a robot control also, that is making what? This is a robot which has been controlled by robot controller. So it can load or unload the product. It can transfer after completing from machine number 1 station the job. It is able to transfer it to machine 2 for the further operation also. So everything it can be controlled by computer control system. So computer control system basically includes a distributed computer system that is interface to workstation, material handling system, other hardware component. And if I talk about a typical computer system, it basically consists of a central computer and a microcomputer. And the microcomputer basically controlling the individual machines and other components. And if I talk about the central computer, it coordinates the activities of the component to achieve smooth overall operations of the system. Next we are talking about the number of machine. Well, flexible manufacturing system can be distinguished according to the number of machine in the system. So they are the following types of category. One is single machine cell, number 2 is flexible manufacturing cell, and number 3 is flexible manufacturing system. So according to the depending on number of machines, it is broadly classified into 3 categories. One is single machine cell, another is flexible manufacturing cell, and finally it is flexible manufacturing system also. You just have a look for number of machine. This is your single machine cell and this is your flexible machine cell. So this is one of the machine, CNC machine, and you can see this is the pallet. These are the pallet, they are going for operation. So pallet track is there after it's moving. So you have start the work from here. It is coming to this track, moving, and it is going here, then it is going to this particular section, and then the operation is carried out, and then it has been unloaded here. And this is the flexible manufacturing system. You can see so many machines are associated to carry out the entire operation. Next we are talking about flexible manufacturing system, that is FMS. A flexible manufacturing system has 4 or more processing workstation and it is connected mechanically by a common part, handling system, and electronically by a distributed computer. So you can see that flexible manufacturing system, when we are talking, it basically has 4 or more processing workstation. So this is one workstation, 2, 3, 4. 4 or more workstation is associated. Okay. So you can say that a flexible manufacturing system has 4 or more processing workstation which is connected mechanically by a common part, or you can say handling system, and you can go with the electronically by distributing the computer also to carry out your entire operations. Now finally we came with the applications of flexible manufacturing system. Flexible manufacturing system is applicable to a variety of manufacturing operation, and flexible manufacturing technology is most widely applied in machining operation. Other applications just include like sheet metal press work, forging and assembling. So we are going to have a discussion with the application of flexible manufacturing system. First of all, it can be used for metal cutting machining. Secondly, it can be used for metal forming also. Thirdly, you can use this system to assemble the product also. Fourthly, you can go with the joining, welding, arc or spot. You can go with the joining process for arc or spot, and you can go with gluing also. You can also go for surface treatment also. Inspection is also carried out and testing is also performed. So these are the various application of FMS that can be performed by application of FMS. Now let's have a look at the advantages of flexible manufacturing system. As you know, the term flexible is associated with this manufacturing system. So you can take it as advantages that it can reduce your setup and QE time also. It improves the efficiency. Next, it reduces the time for product completion also. Next, it utilizes human workers better. Next, it improves product routine. Next is the product. It basically produces a variety of items under one roof. Next, it improves product quality also. Finally, the thing is that serve a variety of vendors simultaneously. And here you can see it produces more products more quickly. So these are all the advantages of your flexible manufacturing system. Again, I am repeating, it is used to reduce the setup and queuing time. It improves the efficiency. It reduces the time for product completion. It also utilizes your human worker better. It improves the product routing also. It also produces a variety of items under one roof, as well as it improves product quality also. It serves as a variety of vendors simultaneously, and of course it produces more product more quickly. Now there are some disadvantages of flexible manufacturing system. First of all, it is very expensive, and second of all is substantial pre-planning activity is also required. So finally we came to conclusion. So from there, from the entire lecture, what we summarize is that flexible manufacturing is basically a revolution in the field of manufacturing technology. Flexible manufacturing can be designed to meet the specific demand of each company. Flexible manufacturing is also used for multitask operation, as I have already told you, because so many things can be performed in one setup itself. Okay, so for that the cost is little bit higher, but you can perform multiple task operation in one particular setup. Next, flexible manufacturing required substantial investment of time and resources. So if I go with the historically, most of the application of flexible machining system have been preferred in milling and drilling type of operation, isn't it? So unlike the rotational part, non-rotational parts are often too heavy for human operator to easily and quickly load into the machine. So what you are using some automated guided vehicles also to make it much more what? Flexible one. And as we have already discussed about the benefit, we have already told that basically it increased machine utilization. So anyone can work 24-hour per day operation can be done. Again, automatic tool changing can be done. Automatic pallet changes of the workstation, it can be done. So everything can be done here. If I talk about the flexible manufacturing system planning and implementation issue, then I can say that implementation of flexible manufacturing system basically helps us to get the part family consideration. Then you can have a processing requirement also. You can go with the physical characteristic of what part, and of course you can go with the production in volume also. So flexible manufacturing have got a lot of flexibility, as it is reducing the amount of factory's floor space. It is greater responsive to changes. It reduces your inventory requirement. it lowered the manufacturing lead time, it also reduces the direct labor requirement and higher labor productivity, and there are lots of opportunity for unattended production. So the high level of automation in a flexible manufacturing system allows it to operate for extended period of time without human attention. So as I have told you that it can work for 24 hours. So you can see how much flexible the system is to give you the product within the due time. It also helps to increase the productivity rate. Thus we can say that flexible manufacturing system is one of the advanced method that has been implemented in manufacturing industry to achieve the product. So finally we have come to an end of this particular lecture, and I have already explained you what is flexible manufacturing system, why it is termed as flexible, and what are the tests that is used to know that whether the system is flexible or not, what are the various equipments that are associated with flexible manufacturing system, what are the various advantages, disadvantages, application of flexible manufacturing system. Hope it is clear to all of you, and thank you for staying with me. If you have liked the video, then please subscribe it and like it, and please stay connected with me so that we can provide some more lectures in some advanced technologies also. Thank you very much.